I'm not gonna do a super long video. I was just about to drive home and I was like, I've not filmed. It is Monday, I'm starting on Monday. I don't know what you've seen in last week's vlog yet. I'm still editing it. I started editing it, I think yesterday, I don't know. I had to include loads of Instagram stories because I filmed next to nothing because of what went on last week with people on Instagram and how they ripped me apart on my life and took away people important to me. I don't even want to cry. I didn't even cry at my doctor's. I've just been at my doctor's. Well, I left nearly an hour ago, but I didn't even cry there. I struggled to show her how I'm feeling, but I think she knew from what I was telling her. I don't want to cry. I want to go home and get some painkillers and try and eat because I've barely eaten in days and days and days, and not because I'm sick, even though my illness is affecting that. What's happened is affecting me even more. I do need to put these in the freezer, but I've just picked these up, £1.60, and I love salted caramel. I got these out the freezer section. I normally prefer fresh burgers, but grill or oven. I haven't actually eaten today. For me, my dad, favourite bathroom cleaner. One ran out ages ago and I never replaced it, and the other one's got about that much left in, and they're an offer for £1 each, so I got 2. Bread rolls, I love a seeded roll. I had these last week and loved them, and I like them. Hi, so it's over 24 hours since I last filmed. It's about 27 hours later. It's quite late at night. It's Tuesday now. To be honest, it feels like it's about Saturday. So you would have seen last week's vlog, which I'm still editing. Just did about 10 minutes of it. But it's just doing my head in. I didn't get to film much proper content last week because I don't know what has been included or what hasn't been included yet because I've not put last week's vlog up, but I haven't finished editing the vlog, so I don't know how much I'm going to keep in or what, but it fully doesn't allude to what was going on. So if you've been watching my vlogs for a little while, you'll know I had a friend that I met online who I spoke quite highly of, and she has a business and I was constantly buying from that business, but I was caught up in her and who I thought she was and who she let me believe she was, and I've not met anyone like her. I just got totally caught up in it all, and then there was kind of things she was saying and doing that didn't quite add up. Didn't quite add up a lot, and I kind of didn't like some of the things she was saying, but I just felt totally caught up. Like I don't know, it's hard to put into words. I'm tired, I'm stressed out, and I'm not coping with life because of what's happened. So I felt guilty because I wasn't happy with the friendship, and I didn't know how to pull away from the friendship without it looking bad, because when we first started talking, like there was about a month where I needed to talk to someone a lot, and she was there. But then I didn't really need to talk to her, and I didn't feel comfortable about talking about some things, but some things I would be talking to her and then I'd tell her things and I'd be like, why have I told her that? But then I'd told her it was too late. But like 6 weeks ago, things was like, I just wasn't as happy with the friendship in her and what she was saying to me. And I just didn't go to her as much. I wasn't telling her as much. Sometimes I'd tell her more than I planned because I was just talking to her and I just felt like I could, because she made me feel like I could tell her things. About a month ago, I posted some stories on Instagram just saying that someone like was, I think it was said several people were stressing me out and I weren't happy about some things, and I'd been up all night, fell asleep for an hour, picked up my phone, and she's like, I've just been reading what you've been saying and I know it's about me. It took me 2 or 3 hours to convince her it wasn't, even though she knew I'd been up all night and I needed to go to sleep, and she just made me sit there like persuading it wasn't about her. And that was kind of the start of the end of the friendship, because it was like everything I was putting on Instagram, to her, she thought it was about her. And it wasn't. My world didn't revolve around her. I know at the beginning it probably did. I was totally caught up in who she likes people to think she is. And I discovered she's not quite who she thinks she is, or lets people think she is. Like, to some extent she is, and a lot of extent she definitely isn't. It culminated with me on Wednesday night after I had to have an ECG, and she just didn't give a shit, and she was telling everyone we're really good friends. She didn't bother to ask me how I was, and I was just like, this is the time to just walk away from the friendship. So I unfollowed her. Then the next day she sent me a message ending the friendship, so she'd clearly seen I'd unfollowed her and ended the friendship. So I got really upset because she's like, I'm ending the friendship, she didn't want to be my friend anymore. I got really upset about it. And I don't know why. Looking back, I don't know why it upset me. I think it was because I'd ended the friendship by unfollowing her, and then she made out she was ending the friendship when she knew I'd done it. And I just went to my doctors and she weren't in, because I was so upset, I didn't know what to do. And it weren't just because she'd sent that message to make it like she'd ended the friendship, because she did screenshot that and put it on her Insta stories to make it like she ended the friendship. She clearly did that on purpose because she wanted to look like she'd ended it, and she hadn't. And it just got worse. I was up all Thursday night and I got the most horrific abuse on Friday. In fact, it's now Tuesday night and they have carried it on, going around telling people lies, and I'm getting abused and get people unfollowing me. And then I'm probably going to try and do a separate video about what happened, because I don't want to put it all in my vlog, because they basically broke me on Friday and I wanted to end my life. That's how bad it was. I struggled Saturday. Sunday I just felt numb, and yesterday I went to see my doctor and we spoke about it. She's saying it's about egos, and saying like she's a narcissist because it has to be all about her. Like she was saying, like most of my stories were about her. So today there is a account on Instagram. Well, the person I'm talking about has got 11,000 followers, and she hit like 10,000 in around like April, and it's took her this amount of time to get to 11,000, which she's not happy about. She's constantly moaning, saying that she's not getting the reach she once did because the algorithms have changed, and she's like keeps throwing her toys out of her pram and taking a couple of days off Instagram, even though she doesn't really take 2 days off like she's saying, because she's still on there chatting to people and posting. So I don't know how that's a break. I think it's just for attention or something, I don't know. One of the people she's closest to, and one of the, like, this person's close to her and someone else involved in all this, and it's someone, she's around 20,000 followers. I tried to talk to her a couple of times in the past because she keeps telling people that she's there to listen and stuff, and she didn't really listen to me. But over the last few months, I've seen with this person who's got around 20,000 followers, she's not quite who she makes out to be. So she's all happy and calm and giving people advice and stuff, and then all of a sudden she'll flip over something and go crazy about someone and name them, shame them, or she won't name them, but she basically makes it obvious who it is, and then people like go and give them crap. So all of a sudden she started to watch my stories, because I took my account off private today, because I decided, you know, along with speaking to my doctor and someone else, I need to just try and carry on, even though mentally I'm broken. Like, I'm just so upset about it. I decided, and it was decided like between us, like, carry on, make it look like you're not bothered, don't talk about it on your stories, just carry on. So I posted some stories on Instagram, and I was sat in my car just saying I'm at the shop and I've come to get my prescription, but I forgot to take my prescription, blah blah blah. Then went to another shop and it was raining. I didn't have an umbrella, so I'm just sat there chatting away. I don't even know where my umbrella is, I need to find that. Chatting away, and I just started talking about my doctor and how I'd seen her yesterday. You know, like, I'm just amazed by her. She's amazing. She doesn't have a big ego. She just wants to help people, and she helps me. And I just said something like, I just hope people one day, if they've not already experienced it, have someone in their life that helps and understands me the way my doctor does. So I hope someone like kind of has someone in their life that is nice like my doctor. And I was like, you know, my doctor's helping me with a lot of things, and you know, she trusts me, and like I said, and I know she trusts me. So all of a sudden I get a message from this person who's friends with my ex friend, which shocks me, because I'm like, I'm not stupid, do you know what I mean? I know she's good friends with my ex-friend, and she's very, very good friends with another person who's involved in all this. So most people be like, oh my god, such and such is sending me a message, and then like, there would have been a time I'd be over the moon up about it, but I don't like watching her as much as I once did, because she does kick off at people. She's like, no, that's not right, blah blah blah, and she'll do this big song and dance about things and make people feel pretty awful, and people, because she's got 20,000 followers, side with her. And I've seen her tear people apart and tear people down. And like, I remember, I think it's like a month ago or 3 weeks ago, someone bought the followers, and she went absolutely ballistic about it on her stories, saying that it's not right that they did that, and that she'd messaged them to try and help them, and they were ignoring the messages. And she did tons of stories. So I'm thinking, who is she talking about? And I'd never even heard of this person, but I found them based on what she was posting. So this person was like absolutely distraught about the fact that they'd bought followers, and they were like, I've made this mistake, and that such and such, the person who posted about it, I did reply to her messages. So I'm there with this message from her, basically telling me to be careful about my doctor, and she thinks my doctor's breaking code of ethics, and she's being all nicey in this message, and I'm there thinking, what do? I don't know what to do. And I started typing a message out to her after telling someone, And I was about to press send. It was literally about to press send, and I saw this message pop up on the top of the screen, don't reply to her. So I'm like, oh my god. Went and looked at the message, and I'm like, I don't know what to do, because she's like being nice, but like she's got nothing to be concerned about because my daughter's doing nothing wrong. So she's like, you know, it's no coincidence that all of a sudden she's popped up. She's good friends with these two people. It's not a coincidence. She's never watched his stories before, which she hasn't done. Because you can see who watches his stories. It's not a coincidence. And she said, you know what she's like? She goes off at people. She said she like gets chatting to them and like goes off at them. And I said, well, maybe I should just say something like, there's nothing to be concerned about. You know, thank you for your concern, and just leave it like that. And then I had a bit of an issue with my car. I hope it's not going to cost me a lot of money, but I drive a turbo diesel, and the turbo went as I was going up the slip road. It's uphill to the motorway, and it gave way, and then there was hardly any power, which is horrible when you're used to having the power. So it's going to have to go to the garage, and I went somewhere on the way home, nothing to do with like my car, because it was like 7:30 at night, and I was doing something, and just drove home and saw something, don't want to say what it is, and I started to have a meltdown, and I thought it was to do with what these women have done and what they've, how they made me feel, and how they've bullied me, and how they're talking behind my back and caused me problems. And I went back out in my car, went out with my dad, because I was like, can you just come with me and let me show you what's happened to my car? And now it's not giving me any power. So we went for a drive, and I was just like, I'm really stressed out. Like, I don't really tell my dad anything. I'm really stressed out about this Instagram thing and that woman I told you about. And I said, it's making me ill. It's making me mentally unwell. I said, I'll be honest, it's really affecting me. And I said, my doctor's not in tomorrow. I don't know what to do. I said, the ironic thing was, an appointment came up earlier on the app for the other female doctor. It came up about 5 o'clock. And I said, I was really tempted to book it because I'm not feeling very well physically. And I said, and now I'm kicking myself because there's nothing until the 20-something of August. The appointment I had with my doctor last week came up on the Monday on the app, and earlier today there was an appointment for tomorrow with the male doctor, which I wouldn't have booked. And then I was like, oh my god. So I might have to ring triage to try and see her, but he might be on triage and he probably won't give a shit because he didn't last time. I wasn't physically well. But if I can get an appointment with her, then there's a good chance she's going to book me an appointment with my doctor a lot sooner than whenever, because I'm going to have to say, look, I'm really not coping. Like, I was like, I don't want to say what was going on in my head, but I was in a horrible, horrible state when I got home the first time, and then I went out with my dad, and I'm like, and he was like, and I'm like, I need to speak to my doctor, and I'm like, she's not in tomorrow, I don't know what to do. I'm going to have to ring triage about my physical health and hope that it's the female doctor. And then I can say, look, this is how I'm feeling, this is what's going on, doctor such and such knows I need to see her. Hopefully she can find me an appointment this week, because I think my doctor's definitely in Friday, as far as I know. Could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll put it on screen now. And she's possibly in on Thursday. Again, if I'm wrong, it'll be on screen. So I need to see her, because I got home and I was in a state, and I managed to eat. I didn't really eat and not really drank today. I had a couple of drinks, but I didn't have anything for hours, and that doesn't help, but they're affecting my mental health. But I'm going to do a standalone video about that. I'm going to try and carry on as much as I can. I need to finish and edit the vlog tomorrow, upload it tomorrow night going into Thursday, and get it up on Thursday hopefully. But obviously if anything happens, it's not going to get up on time again, and that's why the last one went up on the Sunday, because of everything and what she's caused to me mentally, but she's affecting me. It's making me ill. It's making me think and feel things that I shouldn't be thinking and feeling, and it's wrong. But I thought I'd do a little bit of an update, and hopefully what I film from now on won't be as miserable and down, and I'll try and do a standalone video. There is 3 lots of shopping or food shops here, so I'll show you what I got from Asda. Cheesecakes, oatcakes from my dad. This is to hopefully make a baked oat breakfast tomorrow. Normally get Aldi's, but I wasn't in Aldi. It's kind of gross. I got this massive bag of French fries. I was going to get the fresh ones and I was walking around with them. There's only 2 servings in the small one for £2. This is £2.50 and there's probably a good 8 servings. Heck, vegan sausages. I had the green ones of these a few times and I hadn't had it for ages. I was walking around, didn't know what to eat, not eating all day, so I picked them up free tonight with some of that and something else I'll show you in a minute. Picked up these Rivita multigrain, they were on offer for £1, and I like that there's 6 packs of 4 slices, because a lot of the time I'll get halfway through or like over a third through or whatever and I'll forget about it and I won't seal it properly, and then they go all dry or well, they go soft, don't they? 2 bananas, 2 caramel macchiatos. I've only had one of these today, and a cold drink that I sometimes get, I can't remember what it's called. Cherry Pepsi Max, Sephora in Paradise Peach, which I've never had and it was the last one on the shelf. I got some white Philadelphia, that's going to go with that, and a biscuit base. Cadbury's Dairy Milk Buttons, which I like out of the freezer, and I'm going to use half of this with the sausages and the fries. Then, this is the first shop I went to many hours ago, I've only just got home. I got Tiger Bread. I absolutely love these, and these are on offer for £2.15. So I need to make sure that I drink these every day because they're gorgeous. I also got these, which I absolutely love. I've actually got a box with 2 left, so now they're still on offer, that's why I got them. And then this is a brand I've never heard of, and it was on offer. They're not cheap when they're not on offer. It smells amazing, I can smell it from here, so I'm looking forward to giving that a try. 2 cups equals a hot drink. I don't understand. And then that was it from Tesco. Then this is B&M. I've got 2 Pepsi Max cherries, Coca-Cola energy drink, which I've never had before. I've got 3 of these. I've got 1 in cheese and 2 in chicken. I'm going to keep 1 and 2 for my dad. One of my all-time favourites. I highly recommend this if you see it anywhere. Get it in chicken. And then I got this furry ocean plastic, and I go through a lot of washing liquid. I mean, look, no, there was loads on there the other day. There's like 1 left. I don't know. I think my dad might be. I don't know. So I got this. It smells gorgeous, and that's it from B&M. So it's Thursday now, quite late on, like late afternoon. I don't know what point it turns to evening. I'd say 7. But what do I know? My voice is a bit strange these days, isn't it? But I think it's one of the medications that I'm on. It's changed my voice. I think that happens sometimes. I do not know what to say right now. I think the last time I filmed was Tuesday, and I did a little bit of a background on what's happening and how it's making me feel. I'm physically quite unwell anyway, but mentally, what they're doing and continue to do is and has took a massive toll on my mental health. Yet I'm having to pretend I'm okay on Instagram because they're following me or watching me, and they're getting people to watch me and report back. Like, I don't know how they are letting this consume their life. Like, they must not have a life to be so consumed in what I'm doing. So I think I probably said that I'm pretty much going to ring the doctors on Wednesday, even though my doctor wasn't in. I had to. I wasn't coping mentally with what they're doing to me, and it's not like me to ask for help or to tell anyone what's wrong, but the way these women are making me feel is wrong, and I shouldn't have to have my mental health affected to this level. So I decided I would ring and hope it's the female doctor, because the male doctor doesn't particularly listen, and hope that she gets me in, because I know I'll probably be able to tell her just about. So I was up till 5, 6 in the morning and kept thinking to myself, set an alarm for 10 so that way I could have a shower, get dressed, and then ring about 10:30. I fell asleep and forgot to set an alarm, so it was about 11:15 when I woke up, and I sat up and picked my phone up. I had a missed call from a number that I recognised, but I couldn't quite, because it wasn't stored in my phone, couldn't quite place it. It was, you know, a name came up in my head, not who it was. It was the police. So I listened to the message, and they're asking me to phone 101 and quote a log number. So I'm like, I need to go to the doctors, but the police want me for something. Pretty sure you can guess what, based on the previous stories or from what I've said so far. So my arm's killing me. I'm not a fan of this angle, but it'll have to do, and the sun's in my eyes. So I got a message to my solicitor basically, and I quickly jumped in the shower, had like a 60-second shower, or I'd rung the doctor's surgery as well and went on the triage list. I quickly had a shower, got out, was getting dressed. My phone rang and it was the doctor. The first thing she told me was Dr. Such and Such. My doctor wasn't in. So she must have known. I told her about my physical health, then got really upset and said I really need to speak to someone about other stuff that's going on. So she's like, can you be at past? Little did I realise it was 25 past at the time. I live 10 minutes away, I'm not fully dressed. Didn't matter about makeup, I didn't care, didn't feel well. So it didn't really matter to me that I didn't have any on, which is unlike me because I have to do my brows and my lashes typically. God, what is wrong with my voice? I want my voice back, please. As I was leaving my bedroom, my solicitor rang me. Told him quickly what had gone on last week, that they were bullying me to the... Gave him the log number, and I said, I've got to go to the doctors. Went to the doctors, and I'm not super close with this doctor, but we got my physical health out of the way, and I told her some of how I was feeling. I've had to go on to medication because of what they're doing to me. But it was either that or drive myself up the wall. And I don't want to drive myself up the wall. So in the shop I picked up one of these. I had one of these, I think it was yesterday from B&M. It weren't chilled, but I had it last night. I think it was last night. Anyway, I've had these before. They had them in Aldi for ages, the sugar ones, and they've got these ones and the normal ones in other shops now, so I've had this one a few times. A big olive oil, that's for my dad. He puts olive oil in his food as a dressing, not just because he likes extra fat. It's not fat anyway. 2 of these are really nice. They're on offer for £1. They do elderflower and lemon, not together, I mean separately. I'm intrigued by the elderflower but not the lemon and blackcurrant, I don't know. Watch me end up loving it. And this, I should have got the sugar-free one, but I've never had it before, and I used to love this years ago. but I try not to get it because I can literally sit and eat a full box in a day. And I've just opened this because I think it's my second drink of the day and it's 6 o'clock. I had to stop filming yesterday, it was upsetting. I just don't know what to say or do anymore. Someone's going out the way to ruin my life, lie about me. Oh, because I didn't want to be the friend anymore. They're just doing the most horrific things. It's affecting my mental health. It's affecting my physical health. It's Friday now. I've had 2 doctor's appointments, 2 phone calls off doctors, loads of prescriptions. They're making me very, very ill. They're doing everything they can to ruin my life. Yeah, it's been out hours. Got next to nothing done, sat in my car a lot because I just don't know what to do with myself anymore. I really, really don't know what to do anymore. Answer the postcard if you know, because I don't, really don't. So I'm going to show you what I picked up from Aldi, even though, yeah, it took me all day to do the shopping because I'm just so down because of what's going on. I picked up this, did someone say food, washable feeding mat. My dog dribbles water everywhere, so I'm basically going to put a water bowl on it and probably part of a food dish because I don't think they'll both fit on. Greek yogurt, I meant to get the 0% one, but I just grabbed that one. It's quite good. And it's half the price of the branded one. Been getting those recently, they're quite nice. A kilogram of cherries. Absolutely cannot wait to bury my face in those. Chicken jambalaya, that's for my dad for work. Some smoked Scottish salmon for my dad. Chicken breast slices for me, there's 2 packs there. 2 chicken fillets for my dad. Stuffed cherry peppers for my dad. I got this, I was meant to have it when I came out of the shop, I just forgot. I got a Diet Coke, which I'm going to have in a minute. 2 Diet Red Wonders. Diet Coke strawberry. I've been getting this recently. They have the mango one as well, but it's always the strawberry that's hardly any left. Hunter's chicken, I made this from scratch the other week and I've still got most of the ingredients. So next Sunday I think I'm going to make it from scratch again, even though it's time consuming. Mrs. Hinch wore these the other day on Instagram and then everyone's buying them and there was 3 sizes left. Luckily for me, 5 fits me. I got a pair. They have the ones where it goes across as well, so you don't have to have those ones, but I thought they'd be nice and cool for the summer as well, even though it's August. 2 packs of dental sticks. These are for my dad. Bite-sized crispy oat snacks. Lancashire black pudding. Rocket. Asparagus tips. Strawberries. Avocado. Chrysanthemums. And I got these the other week and I got another 2 because I used them and I still got them. And that's everything I got from Aldi. From Tesco I got this. All my night creams have run out. I've not really been on the ball with them because normally I have backups and I normally have 3 different types on the go and I didn't, and there wasn't much choice, to be honest. In most of the supermarkets at the moment there isn't much choice, so I just got this because it's an offer for £5. I've never had this one. Actually, I have had one in red, a red thing. I might have had it, but the fact that I've not repeat purchased it probably speaks volumes. But it was an offer for £5. 2 boxes of oat cakes, that's what my dad's snacking on at the moment. Paracetamol I've completely run out. Lily's Kitchen chicken and turkey casserole, that was on offer for £1.45 or whatever. 2 bananas, soft cell toilet roll. I got them, but when I took them out they all fell out. They were on offer. I picked up this butter chicken meal for £1, I think it was £3. Rough corn, I've not had this for a good month and I like it. I got the original sauce, the tea tree and mint. It's a giant one for £1.50. I picked that up for my dad. 2 2-litre bottles of Pepsi Max and a filtered milk, and that is all I got from Tesco today. It's quite a small shop from Tesco for me, but you'll see why in the next clip. first shop of the day, Marks and Spencer's. I don't go as often anymore. This is my favourite ketchup. It's like 65p. Tastes better than Heinz. I've been having to have Heinz lately because it ran out and I didn't know when I was going to go next. So it's gorgeous. I highly recommend this. As do I recommend this as well. It's one of my favourites. Always runs out. It's 55p bag. Getting meatballs. I got that for myself for one. Good job that's not mine. It hit my foot before it hit the floor, so it kind of didn't hit the floor from the height. Oh, anyway, yeah, it's just a quick meal because I've been struggling eating. And chicken stir fry, I'm going to do that now at like 9 o'clock at night. This is for my dad, chili con carne, again for my dad, roast beef dinner, and a cottage pie there for work. I've picked up these free-range chicken breast fillets for me, feta cheese. I left one of these in the car, I eat them in the car. Cherry tomatoes, banana loaf, hurricane lamp, so you can put a candle in. You can see what by doing that what effect it's going to give. And it was only a £5, which is an absolute bargain because it is big. Comforts purse for my dad, and these potatoes look absolutely gorgeous. And Colin the cucumber.